UTEP Miners. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the UL Monroe Warhawks, taking on a team from Conference USA, the UTEP Miners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Miners will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Louisiana Monroe's offense will go to work first. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They'll just try to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
Nah, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. Now, a running back they can really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up third down so they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in third and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first third down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
So UTEP's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Nice move there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Love the play design on offense because you get your playmaker, the guy you want with the ball in his hands. You get him open, easy throw for the quarterback. Receiver does the rest. Put 6 up on the board.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. And some room to work. It's a seam wide open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. He unleashes a long one. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Such a great job on the defense, winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. You're taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Warhawks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Gonna take a shot. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Miners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Nelson. Quickly complete. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down here for the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Miners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Give to the running back. He's loose. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance.
Turning on the Jets. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Here's the pressure. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. Touchdown, UTEP. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now on second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The Warhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught over the middle, it's Godfrey. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Warhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. UTEP has the ball, the offense, ready to go back to work. The quick out. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Niners look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Wilson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to throw, it's Nelson. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. New center down's right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Niners. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Gives it on the option. Oh, a lot of space. Turning it on. He's at the 40. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Man, the option can be a real pain in the butt to defend, particularly when you get outside and you're playing quarterback and pitch at the same time.
How many option teams did you face back in the day?
But we saw several, and I hated it every single week because those cut blocks came ad nauseum, and you're just trying to protect your dang knees.
The Warhawks have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way, an advantageous situation now for this defense.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. Always interesting.
Sends it downfield. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. That can be a momentum changer after the interception. Runs it back to the 37. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The play action fake. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
Deep shot for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Warhawks will punt it away on fourth down. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Miners will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. To the air on first down. Great catch along the sidelines, but the object is to go forward. One more snap coming before halftime. Wants to fire on second down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good half of football in a great town like El Paso. And this offense has been the story through two quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at one of the most picturesque settings in the game, Sun Bowl Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass, it's Nelson. They'll run the screen. There he goes! He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And the Miners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
And that's not the worst place in the world to miss. Coaches will tell you, man, when you're going to take those deep shots and those fly routes down the field, if you're going to miss as a quarterback, you don't miss inside, and he misses outside a little bit. Like to give your receiver a better chance, but it's a good job missing outside.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Miners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. And you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Warhawks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes the easy one to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back.
Wide open spaces. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. UTEP has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Trying play action. Fires on the move. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Quickly complete. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
And the Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Buys a little extra time. Grabbed over the middle, it's Wilson. Still on his feet at the 45. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He caught it. Touchdown, UTEP. And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Returner's going to try to see what he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. strong, firm tackle. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Makes a move. And there he goes. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Here comes the heat. It falls incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the period. We've come to the break, and it's UTEP holding the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd down, going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Odom. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Miners will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Quarterback running on the draw. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, UTEP. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown, Miners! Quick strike through the air for the score. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what this Warhawk offense can get done this time. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking downfield on first down. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense
gets away from one, finds room. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Warhawks are on the move. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
And the Warhawks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Godfrey. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Warhawks really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, UL Monroe.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
Set to kick it away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UTEP has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Got it in the middle, it's Odom. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Now on first down from the 30. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Miners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Flying down the left side. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Monroe has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can